Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul Channel. I do have a new topic for today. Before I begin, I just would like to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And some people I thank have inspired me. I hope they can inspire you as well. I will have links below this video to their sites. They are Rabbi Shalom Arush, Rabbi Lazer Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi Eli Mansour, Rabbi Alon Anava, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rav Daniel Asore, Nisan Baruch Black, David Sachs, Rabbi Michael Skobach, Jews for Judaism, Rabbi David Asher, and Rabbi Ron Ruvain. As well, if you've never checked out this channel before, I will have a link right below this video to my first video that explains what M.L.M for the Soul means, what it stands for, and what I am doing. So continuing on the theme of Adar and Purim, so now we come to the topic, how to increase Simcha in Adar and always. So this again is from Chevlei Mashiach, from Rabbi Daniel. He says his name is Rabbi Daniel Yaakov Travis. I didn't know his middle name. So he mentions, so this is from an email again that my mom sends me. Thank you, Mom. This is heard from Rabbi Aaron Leib Steinman, Zecher Tzadik Gadol Kadosh Racha, who passed away recently. Rabbi Moshe Sternbach, I don't know if he's here or not, so I can't say. And Rabbi Tzvi Kushlevsky. So, here we go. So, searching for extra simcha. Chazal teach us that when Adar comes, we should increase our simcha. When it comes to Yom Tov, Chazal offer us very exact guidelines how to be happier. Men should eat meat and wine. Women should get new clothes. Children should be given wheat puffs. Not all this I ascribe to. I don't eat meat or drink wine, but okay. Wheat puffs, nuts, and other foods that they enjoy. That's from Pesachim 109a. Chazal do not offer us practical directives as to how we can be happier in Adar. But that's just saying, because they say what it is when you feed food, I guess, to your body, it helps the neshama too, like it increases it, like it feels more happy. Most of us are probably doing our best to make the most of each day. Seemingly, we are already doing whatever we can to be happy. So what are we meant to add to our schedules? To increase the amount of simcha in our lives, and simcha is joy if I didn't say, let us hear what Gedolei Yisrael have to say about this question. So this is about sharing simcha. So Rav Aaron Leib Steinman, Zecher Tzadik Gadol Kadosh Racha, is one of the great miracles of our generation, or was, I should say. This was actually from last year, so that's why it says he is. I recently, and this is him, Rabbi Daniel Travis saying this, I recently went to speak to the Rav about a project that I was involved in. Although the Rav could hardly stand up and was being supported by two people, he started laughing. He was overjoyed at the thought of increasing Torah amongst the Jewish people, and he was over 100, so amazing. So Rav Aaron Leib Steinman answered our question as follows. We understand why we have to read the Megillah on Purim. Without reading the Megillah, we would not have known the story of Purim. Yet the mitzvahs of Mishloach Manos and Matanos LaEvyonim, which are giving gifts to the poor, are more difficult. What connection do these mitzvahs have with Purim? Rav Steinman answered that when we have Achdus, which is unity, then the Jewish people are protected from their enemies. Chazal instituted these two mitzvahs on Purim in order to create a backdrop of unity. When the Jewish people are united, we are a totally different entity than when there is division amongst us. And and it's so true because you see that there's a lot of division, unfortunately, among the Jews, among Bnei Israel. But when something happens that harms one of us, everyone gets together. But it needs to be like that all the time. So what he's saying is this is one of the things that does that. As long as we have sinas chinam in our hearts, which is hating someone for no reason, it is difficult for us to be happy. In Adar, and especially on Purim, the recognition that all the Jewish people are really one helps us erase these feelings of sinas chinam from our hearts. Once we have taken down this wall, we can tap into the ahava, the reyos, the love and camaraderie that fills the month of Adar, and we will definitely feel increase in joy. But again, it applies to Adar, but that's why I say always. This is something we have to institute always, of having the unity. So next one is about enjoying what you already have. That's a good thing as well. So on Motzei Shabbos, Mishpatim Rav Rosh Chodesh Adar, I had the privilege to speak to Rav Moshe Sternbach. Again, this is Rabbi Travis saying this, not me, just so I remind you that. When I entered the Rav's house, Rav Sternbach was smiling from ear to ear, and he was literally radiating with the light of joy. I understood that I had come to the right address to find out the practical application of enjoying Adar. Rav Sternbach told me that his Rebbe, Rav Moshe Schneider, taught them that the Talmidei, let me make sure I'm on the right page, Hagra lived with great poverty and had few possessions of their own. Yet every Friday they would go and visit the local hospital. Even though they had nothing, when they saw how others were sick and suffering, they felt joy over the good fortune that they healthy. Imagine that. Even though they had so little, they saw people that had less than them, and that's what helped them realize that, wow, I still have a lot to be thankful for. That's why it was like about what you already have. So if we think about all the bracha in our lives, which are blessings, or blessing, we really have a lot more than we think, but we take it for granted. One of the secrets of living a happy life is to focus on how fortunate we are that Hashem has given us many precious gifts. And it would be a good idea to write them down, like each day. Anything you think of, there's so many things, you can probably write volumes, right? If we reflect on each of these areas, then we will be in a state of great simcha. So there you go. So now the next one is about seeing good in bad. So in the same vein, every day we have experiences. Some of them are good and some of them don't seem so good. In general, the positive ones make us feel happy and the negative ones make us sad. During the course of the day, things balance out, and by the night we are fortunate if we are at status quo, right? That could be the case. So the Meiri from Megillah 7b teaches us how we can feel great joy every day. If we try and adopt a world outlook that the things which look bad are really Hashem's chesed hidden behind a veil of din, which is judgment, then we can turn the tables. We can make sure not to let these events drag us into a depression, and just the opposite. We'll be happy that we had the emunah to know that things which looked bad really are. So that's what you have to do. When something happens, you have to find the good in it. That's what I try to do. Like, something happens, you say, okay, what is it in it that's good, and then it'll turn the tide. Without following the Meiri's advice, we will have some good experiences and some not so good ones. However, if we change our outlook and recognize that all that the merciful one does is good, Kol ma da'avid rachman al ta'avid, which I mentioned in a couple of videos before, that's from Shulchan Aruch, then even the bad things, or I would say seemingly bad, will be reasons for joy. Okay, and the next one is about bringing joy to others. So every Shabbos I have the opportunity to speak to my Rosh Hashiva. Again, this is Rabbi Travis saying this, not me. Rabbi Tzvi Kushalevsky. Shabbos Mishpatim, he was literally beaming with joy. Just seeing the Rosh Hashiva's face made it clear that Rosh Chodesh Adar would be here soon. Rabbi Tzvi Kushalevsky answered this question with another question. Why do people spend so much money making lavish weddings? Often the chassan and kala, or the bride and groom, are so busy that they do not even get a chance to enjoy all the trappings of the wedding. The answer is that when the people around us are happy, then we are happy. Isn't that true? When you see someone that's happy, or you do something that makes them happy, you gain it. It's like a secondary happiness, but you still feel it. The more we create a happy environment, the more we ourselves will be happy. Therefore, when Adar comes in, the best way to increase our own joy is to put in extra effort to make others happy. And it doesn't mean that you have to give them something material. It could just be you being there with them, you being in their presence, you talking to them, saying something nice. That it doesn't have to be that much. That's what I say. A good example of Rav Kushalevsky's Talmud, Rav Aryeh Kupinsky, Hashem Yikom Damam, was one of the Kedoshim of the Har Nof massacre. On Rosh Chodesh Adar, he would go out onto the streets of Har Nof and distribute candies to all of the children. He experienced the greatest joy in bringing joy to the hearts of others. And then the final section is about preparing for Pesach. So, about how does this relate, right? So the Gedolim have taught us a number of strategies for increasing one's joys at the start of Adar. These include thinking about how much good we already have, recognizing that what looks bad is really good, making the simcha of others our own, and increasing the joy of those around us. So those were the areas that we can do. So these are all excellent methods to increase our level of happiness as Adar starts. So Rashi Tatanis 29a explains the reason for the extra simcha in Adar. These are days of miracles for the Jewish people, Purim and Pesach. We understand why we should be thinking about Purim as the start of Pesach, but why should we be thinking about Pesach 6 weeks before, right? Well, there's a lot to do, right? So that's why. So Rashi is telling us that the miracles we experienced during the Geula in Adar are meant to put us in the miracle mode, quote, miracle mode, to start thinking about those of Pesach. Achieving the proper level of simcha as Adar enters can help us reach the level of inspiration that we are meant to have. This prepares us for Pesach and the ultimate redemption. May it come quickly in our days, and may we all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days and rebuilding of our final and everlasting Beis HaMikdash. And thank you for watching.